Why is it that almost every gardener's first instinct is to buy an apple tree? We're used to calling it the king of the garden, but what if I told you that an apple tree is far from the most profitable choice? There are trees out there that produce 2 or even 5 times more harvest per square foot of land. Today we're breaking garden stereotypes. I've put together a list of 13 trees that many people don't even consider when choosing saplings. And that's a mistake. They require less care, grow faster, and most importantly, some of them will start rewarding you with fruit just a year or two after planting while your apple tree is still just getting started. Stay tuned until the end to find out what to replace the usual standards with to make your garden truly productive. Let's be honest, a classic apple tree is a long-term project. To wait for a full, stable harvest, you sometimes have to wait 5 or even 7 years. But time isn't the only problem. Think about how much effort goes into pruning a spreading canopy and the endless battles with scab, codling moths, and aphids. On top of that, apple trees are notoriously temperamental when it comes to consistency. One year you're buried in fruit and don't know what to do with it, and the next, the tree rests and your cellar is empty. Meanwhile, an apple tree takes up a huge area, shading everything around it. Most gardeners plant them simply out of habit. That's how our grandfathers did it, that's what the neighbors do. We rarely analyze alternatives, fearing to try something new, but why waste years on a low-yield crop when modern breeding offers much more effective options? There are trees that solve all these problems at once. They are more compact, more disease-resistant, and bring fruit every season with outbreaks. To make it onto our list today, a tree had to pass a strict selection process. We evaluated the candidates based on 4 key parameters. First, early fruiting. We don't want trees that will start feeding us in 10 years. We're aiming for results within the next couple of seasons. Second, high yield. The amount of fruit per unit area must be maximized. Third, low maintenance, minimum spraying and complex shaping. And finally, adaptability. The list includes exotics for the south as well as high-performance varieties for temperate climates. The main goal is compactness, so that even on a small plot you can collect a real variety rather than 2 huge trees that provide nothing but shade. So let's move on to our list. Number 1, peach. Many are afraid to plant it, thinking it's a delicate southerner, but modern frost-resistant varieties bear fruit as early as the 2nd or 3rd year. In terms of harvest weight relative to the volume of the crown, it beats the apple tree several times over. The second tree, apricot. This tree grows like wildfire. In 3 years, you'll have a powerful tree that literally showers you with fruit. The main thing is to choose a variety with late flowering so that frosts don't ruin the crop. Third on the list, fig. For the south, this is a must-have, and in cooler climates it grows perfectly in containers or with winter cover. It gives 2 harvests a year. Now that is a miracle of productivity. Fourth, early fruiting pear. Forget about the giants from your childhood. Modern columnar or dwarf pears start producing fruit as early as the 2nd year. The taste is incomparable to store-bought, and they take up minimal space. Fifth, mulberry, a literal berry factory. It's practically disease-free and fruits so abundantly that the ground beneath it turns black from the harvest. And in terms of health benefits, these berries have no equal. The 6th tree, plum. If you choose self-fertile varieties, you'll be picking buckets of fruit every year. It starts fruiting much earlier than an apple tree and is less demanding of the soil. 7th, nectarine, a relative of the peach but without the fuzz. It grows fast, the fruits are expensive to buy, and the yield is consistently high. The main secret to success here is proper spring pruning. 8th, quince, an underrated diamond. It's compact, very decorative, and yields fruit that is perfect for long-term storage. Its productivity is phenomenal. 9th, persimmon. There are frost-resistant varieties like the Rossianka, which can withstand down to -30 degrees Celsius. Persimmons have almost no pests in our climate, which means 0 chemicals during cultivation. 10th, sweet cherry. Unlike sour cherries, it's more powerful and higher yielding. If you plant 2 different varieties for pollination, you'll get dozens of kilograms of sweet berries as early as the beginning of summer. 11th, almond. For warm regions, this is a gold mine. The nuts store for a long time, they are expensive, and the tree starts bearing fruit very quickly. 12th, pomegranate. In a container or in the south, this is the most hardy tree. It can survive a drought that no apple tree could ever endure, and it provides highly valuable fruit. And 13th on our list, lemon. Yes, for most it's an indoor or greenhouse plant, but in terms of vitamin content and yield per bush in home conditions, it's the absolute leader. How do you keep from getting lost in all this variety? First, look at the climate. If you have harsh winters, your choice is hardy pear, plum, mulberry, or frost-resistant persimmon. The second factor is your time. If you're a weekend gardener, choose mulberry or quince. They can handle things on their own. If you're ready to spend time pruning, go for peach and nectarine, and define your goal. Do you need to feed your family fresh vitamins, or do you want to make some money on the side? For selling, sweet cherries and apricots are best. The demand is always high. My advice, don't try to plant all 13 types at once. Start with 2 or 3 trees that best fit your soil type and region. Before you run to the nursery, a couple of important warnings. High yield isn't magic, it's the result of a right start. The biggest mistake is buying saplings at random roadside markets. They'll easily sell you a southern peach that will freeze during the first winter. Buy only from trusted nurseries in your specific region. The second nuance is pollination. Many of the trees listed, like the sweet cherry, require a pollinator neighbor. If you plant only one tree, you might never see a harvest. And remember, early fruiting requires nutrition. The faster a tree starts giving a harvest, the more energy it spends. Don't forget about fertilizers, or the tree will quickly become exhausted. To sum up, an apple tree in the garden is a classic, but the world of gardening is much wider. As you saw today, there are plenty of alternatives that will give you results faster, in larger quantities, and with better flavor. By replacing just a couple of old apple trees with more modern and active crops, you can turn your plot into a true horn of plenty. The main thing is to make your choice consciously. Which trees from our list are already growing in your garden? Or maybe you have your own secret favorite that produces the best harvest of all. Be sure to tell us about it in the comments. Your experience will help other gardeners. If this video was helpful to you, don't forget to give it a like. It really helps the channel grow. Subscribe and hit the bell icon so you don't miss our next video. Thanks for watching, and see you next time.